April 1, 2021. What do we have? The Philadelphia SOX Index. Why do we have it? I can tell you why. That is always going to lead a rally if there's going to be a rally. Always has been that way. So pay attention. That was up today, and that was a good leadership breakout. Once again, they start the April 1 with the gap. Just like I went over all the other indexes in the other videos and whatnot. Pay attention. So, to confirm a good rally, the chip sector is always the ingredient that you put in that apple pie. You put that in there first to start it, and then you add. Now, one thing about it, though, is I can say this. It has a super big rally, and that did make it overbought. But that is something to be aware of, and it's something caution that you need to know about. Otherwise, I wouldn't tell you. But it had that great breakout, and that is the strength of the move. When they're that strong, they can get up in that overbought zone. But it means it's strong, and that's what we want to see. So there it is, my friends. Take the free 5-day trial. If this rally is going to go the distance, we need to see 5 days. Now, when rallies start with gaps, gaps can come back and test support. That means they don't have to come all the way back, no, but they do like to have some volatility and a little bit of back end filling after big 2-day gaps. Remember, March was no good. Nope, was not. And that chip sector, you had some big breakouts. You had a lot of upgrades today. You had everything you want to get it rolling. Everything that I said in other prior videos, go back. Take that free 5-day trial. You get to know me, then you're always up on it. That's all you got to do. It's that simple, that easy for you to advance. And that it is. Now, with that Philadelphia SOX index, I'll give you a couple of things that the leadership in that whole index is Lam Research. Had to upgrade, $700 target. Right now, Lam Research is also part of phase 1 overbought. And it is. It had one big breakout, and we've been trading this thing ever since it was public. So, there's the gap, and that followed that Philadelphia SOX index. And this one here is the leader of that got the index overbought as well. In phase 1 now, remember, it's the power of the move that gets it to those levels. And that's what we're looking for. NVIDIA in that sector, nice breakout. Bam! What'd they do? They gapped it right up above that 50. They gapped it up above that 100. Remember, NVIDIA couldn't do nothing after reporting a good quarter in March. They sold them all down. Bond yields was a big thing about it all. And those bond yields pulled back today, but they're not going away, you guys. And the rotation, these are trades, and these are gaps. And you want to learn more about gaps, then you go ahead and take the trial. There'll be lots of gaps, and we'll go over them with you. No problem. Those were the leaders. NXPI, that is another one that we like. And it, too, was part of that gap sequence, my friends. Happy Easter to all of you, by the way. And I hope you enjoy your families, too. Or whatever your plans are, that you enjoy them. I enjoy gaps. I always have. You can make a lot of money. And you can make money when stocks were oversold and rallies start with gaps. NXPI, It's a nice one. So those were the ones that we liked in that what? Philadelphia SOX index. SOXL is a ETF. Yeah. And it had a wonderful move. Okay. It's a directional daily 3x bull. So it's a semiconductor 3x bull. Went up $4.16. SMH, though, as you probably know it, they started it with a gap in that sector. And this is what leads rallies. And this is what I want you to understand. But what I do want you to understand is that in the short term, they get overbought with, they're called gap open, create the move very strong, but it creates an overbought movement when they're that strong, if that makes sense to you and whatnot. So buying the dips now is what we're going to look at, because when you take a look, we'd already gapped above the 50-day back over here in the SMH, and we consolidated that 100-day, and we went through all of these. Oh yeah, and that's in. So now you have three other components that you can make money on, and you can make money on this all at the same time. You want to do that? All you have to do is contact me. Take the free trial, sign up right now. Don't wait. Once again, and then you have the leadership stocks. Now you can get paid if you had 6 positions at one time. And you could in that chip sector. And that's what leads rallies. That's the whole thing about these indexes and those leadership stocks in them. But I'm going to conclude that the gaps are created across the board. They're very strong, but they're overbought. And they are. And so gaps can create overbought, then gaps can come down, work that little overbought part off because they're so strong. They bounce. They have to bounce off of support now. And all of them have to, and they will, because this is the index. And this is what I want you to know moving in the month of April.